What did I say to piss you off this time, baby?
Who is the Negro in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood. In your neighborhood, I say, who is the Negro in your neighborhood when you're running from his ass each day?
Black people don't hope, we wish.
Something that crazy could only come from you.
Right now you live in beliefs. You want to believe things. Belief is ignorance. Right knowledge is to know. You understand that? Belief is ignorance because belief is the acceptance of things that you do not know. And every one of your prayers end with Amen. Let me hear you say amen. Oh, let me hear you say amen. Amen, which is the ancient Egyptian god Amun, and the rock was the sun in us as the original people of the sun. And we roam the earth millions of years, 17,250,000 years to be exact, before Adam was created 49,000 years ago. Now, we don't know good people from bad. We don't know good food from bad. We don't know good music from bad. We don't know anything, and we were the ones who knew everything. And so they put us under a spell. What kind of spell? The spell of ghost worship. You understand? Ghost worship. And they said gospel, ghost spell. All you know is what they told you, and you have belief in what they told you. When we were in our right state of Elohim, we didn't have beliefs. We knew, because we were the gods that everybody worshipped. They made us hate the rising of the sun by telling us, make sure you don't make fudge while the sun is rising. That's because we were sun people. People trying to get away from the sun made us start hating the sun. How they make you hate your hair? No, by telling you to pick cotton. The moment we stop combing our hair and cutting our hair and putting our feet on the grass again, things are going to start opening. We lost our eye and our light is dim.
Oh, yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. In the money, in the bank, y'all. That's right. Ha ha. Here we are again. Once again, ladies and gentlemen. From New York to Jamaica to Cali to Japan, Domo live from Ground Zero. It's the fastest 30 minutes on air. Your shows. That's right. Bust That Ass Radio on 83.17 FMX. And X stands for you never saw me coming when you never saw where I was at. Dumbass, your black Lenny Bruce on the loose who's better than that balding mini me poop pump chump of a boyfriend you calling. Yes, I'll run rings around that flat ass like Saturn. So text me, bitch. And if I say anything to offend you, then you know I'm doing my motherfucking job, because you have the option of turning me off when I keep turning you on again and again and again like a fucking chainsaw. That's right, cash or ass. Let's ride, bitches. You know how we start this shit off with LA racist entitlements. So the question of the day goes like this: does missing one's water from a dry well make millions in wasted taxpayer money a reason for the DWP's near collapse of its union and super PAC corruption to raise rates for a project that went nowhere? Or can you taste the evolutionary viruses that have changed not only in taste but in density to the pollutants not found in your pee? You be the judge. Most people don't realize that when you turn on the water at home, rarely do we think of what's crawling around in it, other than the recycled waste that's treated into drinking and farming water. Salmonella is human waste product on food. Therefore, you are what you eat and drink. Shit and piss. Come on, fish do it, and you don't hear them complaining in disgust. We eat them. You know, on some occasions, they eat you. In chunks, but without the special sauce, though. Okay, but alas, there's money attached, and for the majority of the fucking clueless, the enlightenment is as follows. Check it. There was great fanfare in 2009 when the last regulatory hurdle was cleared to build the Western Hemisphere's largest desalination plant in Carlsbad, north of San Diego. At the time, it was proposed that the $320 million project would suck in 100 million gallons of seawater and be capable of producing 50 million gallons of drinking water by a day. It was expected to come online this year. Well, here we are, and what do we have to show for it? Proposals. That's all we have. But those proposals have been fraught with mistakes, political infighting, and scandal, and have cost area ratepayers tens of millions of dollars. Earlier this year, state utilities regulators rejected the Monterey County's desalination plan, citing problems with environmental review. The plan was also mired in alleged corruption by a county water official who now faces criminal charges. Okay, now you know where I'm going with this, right? What the fuck? Okay, just earlier this year, and I don't know if everybody remember this shit, DWP, you know, don't work past 5, was grandstanding on the hopes of raising rates on water rates during the fire season, which has become a yearly Olympic sporting event. When the DWP can't get the money, then there's the statewide threat of water shortage and other shit. The CDC ain't too cool to tell you what fecal microbes are still in the water you drink that's causing dysentery, smallpox, malaria, and diarrhea in babies. Still, we say nothing because it's our inherent thought that a hospital knows best what drugs your baby must take to survive the current conditions of human poisoning. The funny thing is that freshwater bottling companies will be able to hold a monopoly over the desert states, a financial and social chokehold on the impoverished, and a blackmail right to our congressional voting in of eminent domain. Despite the 2009 scandal involving contractor kickbacks, a Republican mantra of make the money, not the people, still stands as a rule of thumb in most corporate entities doing business in LA. Don't believe me? Check the smaller towns in Texas that have to put up with methane gas flaming out of their faucets when desalination was the way to go. I mean, check how many times there's a food recall, how many times the DWP seeks to raise their rates, and how many people go unaccounted for in death by such poisoning. Then you do best to boil the sink water before you drink it. Better yet, is it another hidden attribution to the so many birth defects that we really turn a blind eye to, especially when our environmental standards service the rich and verily the poor? Sure, easy to police the world of terrorists, but when it comes to human health concerns, they won't do shit until we have a pandemic waterborne disease to contend with. And guess where that starts? Historically, you can trace it back to the Black Plague and watch it repeat over and over again like a I Love Lucy rerun. Okay? Water. Historically, I say this. Water everywhere. So much of it is there, but so little can be drunk. I mean, just don't eat the peanut butter. It has no water. Think about it. I'll be black after this.
Let's go integrate our feet in some racist ass.
Yes, I love it! Roll the music!
If a faith-based organization were running a government program, could they have as a articulated policy, we don't hire Catholics and Jews with the federal money?
Well, again, we've had many conversations with you about anti-discrimination laws, and we have enforced cases involving discrimination based on religion in the employment context and in other contexts. We have a case actually in Arizona that we have brought.
I'm a little confused. Can an organization have as an articulated policy, we don't hire Catholics and Jews with federal money?
Again, we are having this conversation with you about how to treat the issues of ensuring that we partner with faith-based organizations in ways that are consistent with all of our laws and all of our values, and we will continue to evaluate.
Do the laws that you are enforcing prohibit discrimination or allow discrimination with federal money? I mean, could an organization have an articulated policy, we don't hire Catholics and Jews with federal money?
Again, every situation is fact-specific. We have, in fact, we brought civil suits in cases involving discrimination based on religion, and we will continue to evaluate specific facts of particular cases.
I just gave you a fact situation. The faith organization is running a federal program with federal money and has an articulated policy, we don't hire Catholics and Jews.
Well, again, we will evaluate the full context of every case that we have and we will make the appropriate judgment. And when the facts demonstrate that there is, in fact, discrimination occurring, we will not hesitate to take appropriate action. And if you look at the
isn't it true that your policy is that a faith-based organization can, in fact, have an articulated policy, we don't hire Catholics and Jews, and still receive federal money?
Well, again, sir, we look at particular situations and we evaluate the specific facts in the particular situation and make the appropriate judgment as to the application of the facts to the law in that particular case.
Are you ashamed of saying yes, they can in fact discriminate legally with the laws that you are enforcing?
Voters in LA support the regulation of marijuana dispensaries, not a ban. A Mason-Dixon poll of LA County voters found that 77% prefer regulations and only 14% prefer a ban. There will always be a marijuana trade in Los Angeles. The popular and sensible thing to do is to regulate the marijuana industry, not to think that we can wish it out of existence. A ban will simply mean endangering patients who have to go to the streets.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Mosquito Facebook report. All right. Oh, yes. The things I found on my Facebook. Strange, provocative, and true. I don't know. This sent in from Assbuster, April O'Connor. Youth in question, I tell you. The youth here today, I tell you, I gotta love them. The question that begs to be answered only second to the coming of Christ. All right. It's a pic post of Fry from Futurama. And it says emphatically, and I'm pretty sure everybody's probably said the same thing, quote unquote, not sure if they're real refs or Foot Locker employees. If you guys have been watching any of the NFL games, trust me, you would probably say the same damn thing. The world needs to know. Jesus. And this in from Assbuster, Lil Elmo Pan from China. Yes, from China, damn it. What the fuck? What do you think? I just sit here and just like look at shit all day? What the hell? Okay? It's a vid pic. You can find this on YouTube. Or what can happen when all of us video gamers are like subjected to unwarranted sexual advances from the family pet. Alright? Check it out. It's called Wii Dog Hump. W-I-I Dog Hump. You can find it on YouTube. I mean, it's funny as fuck, though. You gotta look at this shit. I mean, the little boy's just screaming his ass off, but the dog seems to be having a fun time. I mean, it's just so wrong in so many ways. You know, it's wrong enough for me not to get a fucking dog. And finally, from Assbuster, Just Jones, a pic post of how far motherfuckers is ready to go when it comes to voting off more of your freedoms. It just shows a family locked behind institutional prison bars, citing that they all feel safe. Mom says I'm safe, dad says I'm safe, kid says I feel safe, all under lock and key of Homeland Security. Secure from what? Man, like death, okay? I will get you one way or the other.
Yo, it's the most triumphant return, bump it and burn, leave a pile of blunt ashes like I'm dumping the urn. I've been doing it from the jump, when you chumps gonna learn, I'm that skilled with the mics. So like the second coming to Christ, you see the light go in the hide and the run. The outcome and aftermath, you're biting your tongue. Trying to hate on what I'm doing like I'm new in the game. You get your teeth knocked out for trying to ruin my name. So I punish my opponent at this very moment, show my ability. Flow with agility, moving with grace. Every punch is bruising his face, and I'm defending my throne. Got you swinging for my nuts cause you're missing your home. Irish rap, understand the hate's coming. You're hearing boss pop off like bronze at a tank sum. Sway on twice as nice from rhymes to when beat drumming. Pause one and destruct, motherfuckers don't want it. We bringing brigades and ripping the stage. What I do with the mic, same effect with bullets and blades. Heavens will pray, the damage I deliver today will make the shit after tomorrow be inflicted in pain. Taking a break, you kidding man, I'm in for real. I know the ledge and demons behind a dollar bill. Without a line on the contract, my pen won't feel. Cause the game's like Rodney, another danger field. But I've been running the damn 150 pounds. Ain't no stopping the kid, get rich or die 50 still. Born and raised on that rock to certified green chill. What the fuck you expect? I only kill him with a slam. First, he who challenged me on my verse gets to ride to a church, rooted in back of a hearse.
They'll just say words, I'll engage nerves. Fuck the opposition, we'll make them bite curves. I never lose, they become old news. Stay on point like pool cues, my words alone bruise. I'm Stallone, you're more like Tom Cruise, cause it's risky business trying to walk in my shoes. That's a fair warning, my team's never yawning. If you want it, you can get it, homeboy, so quit stalling. Number 23 in the flag.